The Season 2 of 2025 is now out, and this means that it's time to do a bit of a recap on Kaisa builds. We will also go over a state and a matchup tier list. Alright, let's get started. So, first off, let's go over the changes in Season 2. Apart from the map, Atakan is getting changed this patch. Right is removing the revived version and only leaving a buffed flower version, and now, when you kill Atakan, it will collect automatically all the flowers on the map. So no need after clearing the objective to spend time clearing the flowers, which is a really nice quality of life change. It's also funny that once again, Riot failed to add a revive mechanic into the game. Next up, Grubs is also getting changed, with the spawn timer going up to 8 minutes and now only spawns once. For Kaisa players, this is actually pretty nice. One of the issues that Grubs has is that a lot of time the support end up leaving the lane, and since Kaisa early game isn't the best, especially before level 6, it can feel pretty bad to lane solo. So at least with this change, you should reach level 6 before Grubs spawns, which should make the lane a bit more comfortable even if your support leaves. Next up, in terms of actual balance changes, the tier 3 boosts are getting changed. In Season 1, they were way too expensive compared to the stat they gave you, so in Season 2, the price is going down. Thus, for the attack speed boots, the price is going down to 500 gold. But sadly, even though it's an improvement, it's still not enough. The issue with these boots is that first off, the passive is not really good. This means that the only good part is a 15% attack speed and an extra 5 wind speed. But that only equals to around 400 gold worth of stats, which is still 100 gold lower than what you're spending, and on Kaisa, you really don't want to waste your time delaying your main items. Which means that again, like in Season 1, you should only buy these boots at the very end of your build. And there we go. This is another pretty chill patch with nothing big happening to the champion. And looking at her state, Kaisa feel pretty good right now. If you look at the 25.9 ADC matchup tier list, she has a pretty healthy amount of good and bad matchup, and the majority are okay. Not to mention that after a buff, even her early game feels better. So if you're looking at playing Kaisa this season, this is really the best time to do it in 2025. She has a healthy amount of builds to choose from, good matchups, and she's pretty strong in the mid to late game. The only problem that still persists to this day is the issue of Kaisa Q evolution being at level 10, if you go for Kraken Xayah or Static, but that's it. Alright, let's now go over Kaisa builds for Season 2. By the way, small disclaimer, I'll be focusing in this video on ADC Kaisa, since for AP Kaisa, there's a lot of changes announced for 25.10, so next patch. So I'd rather wait and see what the changes are before recommending anything. But don't worry, there's some AP Kaisa gameplay at the end if you want to know how to build her. Okay, let's start with the runes. Like always, on this champion you have two options. You can go for little tempo or press the attack. To be fair, between both, there isn't really a big difference, and it's really a question of preference, with the only real difference being that PTA is better in the early game and LT is better in the mid to late game. In terms of builds, Kaisa has 3 playstyles: Hybrid, AD on hit, and Crit. In terms of hybrid builds, the most comfortable is still Kraken Xayah plus Rageblade plus Nasher into Deadcap and Xayah. Now, the reason why I still believe that Kraken is Kaisa best in slot is because compared to other items, it doesn't fall off. Sure, Yuntal is better than Kraken in the early game, but it falls off when you enter the late game. Meanwhile, Kraken is good in early, mid, and late game. You will always have good damage no matter what the state of the game is. So when you're learning the champion, it's better to have a build that works everywhere compared to one that is more specific. Next up, if you're behind in the lane and you cannot afford Kraken Xayah, then you can also go for Static, and for the ones that want to be a bit more aggressive, you can also go for Umbral Glaive. Finally, if you're ahead in the lane, then Yuntal is best. By the way, never rush Yuntal, always build BF Sword plus Pickaxe plus Longsword first to get a quick Q evolution at level 8 and then finish Yuntal. Before you go over AD Kaisa, just remember that when choosing between AD and Hybrid, it all comes down to your team composition. If you have too much AD, you go Hybrid. If you have too much AP, you go AD, and if you have an equal amount, then you can choose between both. It doesn't really matter. So for AD on hit, the best build by far is Kraken Xayah plus Rageblade plus or Terminus into squishies, or Navari into bruisers, or Borg plus LDR into tanks. And after you can go for BT, Shobo, Xayah, or GA. The reason why, by the way, I say that Terminus is best is because into squishy enemy teams, so mostly fighters, assassins, and mages, fights don't last really long, so you barely have any chance to land many auto attacks. Plus, since you're facing a lot of damage in front, having a bit more armor and MR from Terminus is always nice. Not to mention you don't need LDR because they mostly only build damage anyway. Finally, Crit Kaisa. Now it's important to remember that Kaisa is not a crit champion. This means that this playstyle doesn't scale well. It's really good in the early game with super strong burst, but it falls really fast, especially especially into tanks and bruisers, so I recommend to only go for crit into squishy enemy teams. For the build, you want to start with BF Sword plus Pickaxe plus Longsword Victory Evolution, and then you have two options. Or you go for a more standard crit build that scales well in the mid game with Yuntao plus Phantom Lancer or Rena's Hurricane plus IE, or if you're fed and you want to snowball the early game, you can also go for Yuntao plus Collector plus Navari and IE. And for your last items, like for AD on hit, you can go for BT or Shellbow, and GA or Xayahs. Alright, this should cover everything you need to know about AC Kaisa in Season 2, and with that said, enjoy the gameplay and subscribe. Wait, what are you thinking? Alright, nice. You are... I hate... Oh my gosh. Nice. Can I... Oh, you guys are a bit in danger here. I'm dead. My gosh, this Jace is annoying. Alright, yeah. Not worth it. My team was there. Right now. Perfect. Nice. We're fine. We are fine. Alright, Aurora matchup. Let's go. The moment you dodge the Q, you're fine. That's it. Dodge the Q. Oh, I should have played it way better. Ugh. I should have backed. I got way too greedy. Nice job. I mean, you knew. You knew. Alright, not bad. Whew. Why you always so out of position until now? My gosh. Ah. Good one. What? You're actually doing okay, well, alright then. Nice. Oh, god damn it. Why did he go there? Why are you so aggressive? I don't get it. What was that for? What was that? These things last way too long. Alright, nice. Nice. I missed W on the Aatrox, but it's fine. Bye bye, Aurora. That close, actually. I flash with that. Oh, I'm dumb. Ah, GG. Alright. Clean game. Clean.